welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be setting up my binders for my boy groups. I only have a total of 2 boy groups to sort, and that is TXT and plave. It has been quite a while since I have sorted anything for my boy groups, and I think it has to do with the fact that I stan more girl groups than I do boy groups, which is why I really don't update my boy group binder unless there's comebacks happening. And even then, when I don't have photo cards to sort, I will literally hold it off until I feel like I have enough. So at the moment, the only boy groups that I actually stan are BTS, TXT, and plave, with the exception of a new boy group that I actually was not planning on stanning. So at the moment, there's only 4 boy groups that I actually stan, and I think there's like 7 or 8 girl groups who I stan and actively collect a member. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started with plave because they are in an A5 binder, and then we're gonna move on to TXT, which is the final one. Okay, so for plave, we are going to be adding a couple of photo cards. So, also I did rearrange this binder. I decided to use double-sided pockets, although they don't have a lot of photo cards, but I feel like I kind of like this more instead. So we're going to start out with the first one, and that is the 134-1 album, which I believe this one goes right here. So I made a lot of progress on my Bambi collection when I collaborated with Pokemarket. Once again, if you're interested in using Pokemarket, this is my code that will get you, I think, like $3 off a photo card, off any photo card regardless of its price. And then to finish up this page, I did manage to get the QR code as well. So then this page is complete, but obviously we do have an empty spot in a lot of these pages. So what I'm thinking of doing is probably getting like a pre-order benefit. I always say I'm going to find one, but I really never actually look for one. But I think this time now that I'm almost finishing up with the album photo cards, that I'm actually going to look out for a pre-order benefit. And then we move on to the other version of the 134 album, in which the only things that I actually have to add in this one are the holographic photo cards. So there's one more photo card of this outfit, so I'm going to put this one right here. And then this one is the same outfit as that standard photo card, so we're going to put this one right there. And then I'm still missing one more unit photo card. And I think that's actually it for the Asterum album, except for the missing 2 photo cards that I need, or maybe just 1 photo card that I need. And then for the next one, we're going to move on to the Caligo Part 1 album, in which I do have quite a bit of photo cards to actually add in here. So the first one that I'm going to add is the Fugitive version, in which I only have 1 photo card for this, and that is this one right here. I am still missing the other photo card of that. And then we're going to move on to the Vanguard version, in which I think I do have both of these photo cards already. So these, if I'm correct, is the ones from the OT5 set. I decided to just put Bambi in his own page because since there's already 5 members, if I keep Bambi in his page, then I can have a full page of the other members that'll look like this. And I kind of did like this idea, so I'm glad that I didn't like move around anything else. And then for the standard photo cards, I only have the standard photo card for the Vanguard version, which is this one right here. I am still missing the Fugitive standard photo card. And lastly, we have the Polka album, in which I do have the first photo card, which is this one right here. And then I also have the ID photo card, which is this one right here. And then I have the second photo card, which is the black and white one. And there is 3 empty spaces, but I'm almost done with Bambi's. So to fill up the page, I decided to add the group photo cards that you get in the albums, as well as the lenticular photo card. And then that is it for that page. And then we have the other 4 members. Like I mentioned, this is 1 set of those. So I'm going to be adding these right here. And that is 1 page complete, and then I have another set of 4 photo cards to add. So we're going to do the same right here. And there we go. And I think I have 1 more set. Oh, actually, I don't have 1 more set. So this one, I don't know what happened, but I ended up with 2 photo cards. I think I accidentally bought 2 duplicate photo cards in my Poké Market order, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to double check, but we're not going to really include those. And then I have a unit photo card, but I think I'm going to be trading this one for the missing Bambi unit that I need. I also have not even set up units, but there is units as well. I might have to end up moving probably this one, because if I'm correct, there's 4 unit photo cards for Bambi. So this is probably going to shift one side. So then I have a lot of photo cards left over. So these are duplicates. And then I have 1 random unit. And then these are 3 holographic photo cards that I ended up keeping. So I might put these on the back and I'll see if I can get another member. And then I have 2 of these, which is the other version photo cards that I'm missing. So I'm still missing like the other 2 members, and I think I'm also still missing Bambi's photo card, or I may already have that one. And then there's a lot of group photo cards as well, so I'm gonna hold off on all of these until I can figure out exactly what I'm going to do. In the meantime, I'm gonna sort just those. And then I have the OT5 light stick photo cards, but I really don't know what to do with these because there is 5, and I would love to keep them together obviously, but then I usually only do 4 on a page, so I really haven't decided what exactly I want to do with those. But for now, I'm just going to keep it something. I'll have to figure out exactly what to do with this, because I feel like there might be some pre-order benefits, possibly for the light stick, or maybe I'm like completely wrong. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and sort all of this. It's going to look a little bit weird because one member is going to be like in the back, but that's all right for now. Okay, and that is my plave binder all completed for right now until I finally get the missing Bambi photo cards that I need. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to my TXT binder. Okay, so moving on to TXT, we're going to go all the way at the end of the Sanctuary album. Actually, we're going to move on to Sanctuary because I think I finally have... Actually, no, this is not it. I still haven't unboxed my merch album photo cards because the merch album is the one that has the little fluffy keychain. So we're actually going to move this one. So we're going to start off with the cassette photo cards. So this is how the front looks, obviously for all the members, and then this is how the back looks. I think the cassette version was announced a couple of days after the merch version was, or after like the album came out. So I think that's why I didn't like set up for this, and that's why I only had the merch one available. So that is it for the cassette ones. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the merch one. If I need to, I'll probably just keep this one as a 5-member page because I think the merch might actually be this concept for the Sanctuary album. So I think the other page is going to have like 6 photo cards, and this one I'm going to rearrange it to fit 5 photo cards. Oh, actually, no, we have space here. So I don't need to do that. We actually have space. So I can continue off the merch one down here and just keep it like that. So I'll still need to fill up this 3 empty spaces or rearrange this page somehow. We're gonna go ahead and skip on gum. And then we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Love Language. So the Love Language is actually an album that I did not purchase when it first initially released, and you get a total of 10 photo cards, 2 different concepts. I'm actually gonna rearrange my page, like I said earlier, maybe a 5 pocket page. I'm gonna do that for this one, but there's a certain pattern that I always follow. Okay, so I don't have it for there. So I think I'm going to start this one, the first set, as an inner, and then we're going to move on to the corners for the next one. So the way that I like to set up is try to fit 5 photo cards. So I do something like this. And then I add hewing down here, and that leaves me the corners empty, but the inner has photo cards in it. And then for the second page, if I'm going to start off at the outer, I do something like this. And now this one, the outer is filled with the photo cards and the inner is empty. The reason why I like to do this and I alternate between pages is because whenever the binder is setted down, if you always continue to do the same thing, inner, you're gonna end up leaving gaps in the corners, and you can feel whenever the pages like seeps down. So doing this and alter changing your binder, it's gonna help keep the pages leveled, and so your pages don't end up like bending down, and whenever you press down they like seep down. So as you can see, like I'm pressing all of them and nothing is happening because I have alter changed throughout the entire course of this binder. So it's all changing like this, so that I can maintain that this binder does not crease any of the pages or seeps down or anything. So that is it for the love language album, and this is how the back looks. This one has the lock on it, and this one has the love language text but with the members' names on it. So now we're going to move on to the together albums, which is the last set of photo cards that I'm actually going to add. So we're going to start off with the awake version first, in which I do have Yeonjun's photo card. Next, we're going to move on to the etched version. And lastly, we're going to move on to the starlight version. Okay, I think I'm going to add keyring photo cards, the OT5 set, on this page just to fill up the page. So this one is actually a Weaver's pre-order benefit that I purchased off Annie. They reached out to me with a couple of photo cards for TXT, and they said if I was interested in any, and this one immediately I had to get it. Like I said, I want a full page of this. I really haven't looked into his pre-order benefits, and this might be the first time ever that I'm like actually actively going to look out for a pre-order benefit for him, but I really do want a page with this. And then we're going to continue off with the other members and just add them all right here, and that actually fills up this page perfectly. So then for the next page, I'm going to be adding, so there's only 2 for those. So we're going to start off with the mini keyring first. So the mini keyring photo cards are going to go right there. There is 3 versions. I did not know that they were doing versions, so I only purchased 1. I ended up getting the afterglow version, and I do still need to trade my photo card pool for Yeonjun's. And then we're going to move on to the afterglow is going to go right here. And I'm going to pair up the mini keyring and the afterglow to be the exact same version coming down. And then the solo versions are actually a different concept. I did not even know that they were doing solo albums, so I do still need to buy Yeonjun's as well. And I'm just going to keep the weavers in this little 4 square like so that this page can actually be filled up. So this is the first album where I did not purchase the OT5 albums, and I strictly only purchased 1. I did not end up getting Yeonjun's version. I actually got Subin's version. I don't think I'm actually going to collect the OT5 Afterglow albums because this is literally perfect, and if I add more members and decide to collect OT5, I will end up going into another page, and that is obviously going to cause maybe like some empty spaces, and I'm trying to avoid as much empty spaces as possible. So for now, this is the final layout. So I'm just missing the second page, but this first page is finally complete. And with that being said, that is actually it for TXT, as well as that is it for this video. I am definitely going to be filming a setting up my binder for Cordis. I just need to find a binder because I just unboxed my albums and I did not expect that the signed postcard was going to be as big as it was. I thought they were going to keep like the similar sizing like they do for TXT, considering that they're both from Big Hit, but that was not the case. The signed postcard I think is like this big, so it could actually fit in an A4 binder, but I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna try and see if I can fit it in an A5. If it's not possible, I'm probably gonna set up an A4 binder for them, but I kind of wanted to avoid that because they just have one album and they don't have a lot of photo cards either, so I don't want to have like an entire binder with just 5 photo cards sitting in it. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're looking for any TXT trades, any Cordis trades, or anything, even girl group trades, like this is my Instagram once again, and all of my trades are posted there. So I hope that every single one of you has an amazing day. So I'ma let the sun cry.